Hello everyone, Matt Thompson with you on AFL.com.au. Well, it's been a big news week and the news keeps on coming. This is not a good story. One of the biggest names in the game booked for speeding at 40 kilometres above the speed limit in suburban Melbourne. It happened yesterday afternoon. We're of course talking about Lance Franklin. He's had his licence suspended for 6 months, lost 6 demerit points and been fined $599 by Victoria Police, the club's leadership group, to deal with him next week. He's tweeted out apologising for his behaviour, saying there's no excuse for it and describing himself as a bloody idiot. But of course all of this ahead of what is a massive match for Hawthorn at the MCG tomorrow against Collingwood.
There's been an indiscretion, Bud has acknowledged that, the club has. We're disappointed that it's occurred, he is as well, but we'll deal with it on Monday or Tuesday rather than right now.
Franklin, of course, injured captain Luke Hodge to test out his knee in the VFL. For Clarkson, tomorrow's clash with the Magpies can't come quick enough.
Let's get on to the footy. We're testing ourselves against probably the best side in the competition over the bulk of the last 24 months. So it's going to be a great test for where we're at as a footy club, and we're looking forward to that challenge.
It was a very kind of a ping pong game in round one. It was kind of back and forth and a lot of fast breaks, and so we'll probably change that.
And for Collingwood, it is all good news. Hopeful 3 key players could return from long-term injuries before finals. Andrew Cracker, Brent McCaffer and Ben Johnson all trained ahead of today's main session.
Yeah, it's great. They've probably Brent and Andy have been out on the track doing a fair bit lately, and it's incredible to see them out doing that already. So yeah, fingers crossed.
In an AFL.com.au exclusive, North Melbourne coach Brad Scott has gone for round 2 against league headquarters.
I'd hate to think that we're going to get so pedantic and so sensitive that we're going to get lawyers involved every time someone says something you don't like.
Ladder leaders the Swans will go into Sunday's clash with St Kilda on high alert, wary of the Saints' new improved firepower.
It's one of their real strengths. Milne, we know what a great player he's been for the St Kilda Footy Club over a long period of time. A small forward to kick over 500 goals is just an indication of how good a player he's been and still is. And their other couple of young small forwards they've got in the team now is really creating a few headaches. And that gives you a few options forward to centre. And we know that Adam Snyder's back in the team as well.
At the Dockers, Nat Fyfe is champing at the bit to return from his shoulder injury, but the club's going to keep him on ice for another week.
That close that he was just in my office wanting to know why he wasn't in the squad. So, yeah, he's basically ready to go, but in conjunction with our doctor, condition and physio, they'd just like him to tick off a few more full training sessions. So he did the one on Wednesday that was full that everyone saw and has been doing extras. He'll do it again today and do some extras, and then all next weekend he'll be ready to go.
Chris Judd won't be on the field against the Bulldogs, but the suspended skipper led the Blues midfield meeting this morning before training. Carlton making 5 changes with Tom Bell and Levi Casbolt to debut.
It's not ideal, but on the back of that we get some good, exciting couple of young players come in Bell and Levi Casbolt, and we're looking forward to seeing those guys take their opportunity.
And that is a wrap on the footy news this Friday. We have lots to look forward to though, don't we, across the weekend. Beginning tonight at Etihad Stadium with Essendon and Geelong. We'll have coverage of all 9 matches here online with video highlights, stats, match reports, the post-match press conferences, everything you need to know will be right here via our match centre and more. So make sure you click back across the weekend. We'll talk to you soon.